know, I think when you look up the word resilience in the dictionary, Webster's, I believe, it says the ability or the power to return to the original form, position after being bent, compressed, or stretched. So the ability to recover readily from adversity, that's kind of the definition of resilience.
Well, and that description certainly describes our guest today. NBA basketball star Alonzo Mourning has endured his share of adversity. As quoted on the back cover of his book, Resilience, faith makes things possible, but it doesn't make them easy. Here to tell you his story, please welcome Alonzo Mourning. So great to have you with us. We're really blessed to have you with us today.
Marcus, thank you so much.
It does make all things possible, doesn't it? But life is not necessarily easy.
No, it has its challenges, and I think everybody goes through life, you know, have to deal with some type of obstacles and challenges, you know, and it's amazing how the influence of others can help us get through those particular challenges, other people's experiences, you know, and that was the reason why I put together this memoir, Resilience.
Yeah, people would think that you grew up in a family that was like Tiger Woods, was focused on basketball, that groomed and shaped you every step of the way. And, I mean, because you were not just a great ball player, but you're an academic as well. You're a smart guy. So,
well, I mean, I made the dean's list one semester, you know. I don't
still
make it
counts.
Yeah, it still counts. Yeah. So in college, you know, but I mean, to tell you the truth, it took a while for me to understand from an educational standpoint, because I would just do enough to get by so I could stay on the team, because my focus was, you know, I wanted to be a great basketball player, you know, once I reach a certain point where I felt like I could make a career of it. But overall, you know, I think, again, and I go back to this, you know, the influences in my life, you know, help me understand my true purpose and help me understand that, hey, you know, just don't settle, do more, you know, and I think we all get in a mode where we just do just enough just to get by, you know, when it's deep within us to do much more than that, you know. So I think that it takes conversation, it takes influence of others to kind of tap into that.
And sometimes some tough decisions, right? I mean, it started off.
What led you at 10 years old to petition to be actually removed from your parents and be put in foster care?
Well, it's like so many families throughout the country, throughout the world. I mean, different marriages go through different issues, you know, and unfortunately my mother and father was going through some very tough times. It affected me emotionally. We went to counseling and what have you, and then it came time to make some decisions on whether who I wanted to live with, you know. So I'm in front of the judge, you know, and they asked me, you know, who would you want to spend your time with? And I said, you know, I love my family dearly. I love my parents, and I didn't want to be put in a position where I had to choose, you know. So I wasn't happy with the current situation, but I knew, and to a certain extent, I understood exactly what they were going to a certain extent. But I didn't want to be forced to choose, you know, so I elected to just stay in the social services. And they couldn't force me to go back without a parent, you know. So my mother and father, they visited me on a regular basis. They tried to influence me to come back. But I was happy with where I was. And then eventually, the job of the social services is to find families for children. You know, you got thousands of kids who are in the foster care system and don't have families. So through God's blessings, you know, I connected with an amazing family, the Threet family, and Fanny Threet, who was so angelic and had an amazing influence on my life. She fostered 49 kids throughout her lifetime. She's 91 years old now, but it's just amazing the fingerprints that she left on so many lives. Yeah,
she really was a can-do woman. It seems like reading your book that she just would lay hands on you and say, Alonzo, you really can.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she had that type of influence, you know, and retired school teacher, so she stressed the importance of education as well. And then also, I mean, you think about, I mean, her faith and how she shared that with each and every child and helping them understand that your faith is something that you can use in the toughest times in your life, you know, and that will help you get through. I mean, so many of us have a tendency to just give up. You know, that was the reason why I wrote the book, to try to help people understand that, hey, using your faith as a crutch and a guiding light to get you through some of the toughest times that you may face, and just using your faith to just thanking God for this particular moment, waking up in the morning, things of that nature, you know. That alone will get you through with the confidence enough to overcome different adversities in your life.
And it seems really providential that he placed you in her home. How did her faith